unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You are moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Woo!
I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and I learned to ride, for I learned to stand. I'm a riding fool who is up to date and know everything.
Beautiful, ain't it? 500 head of prime beef cattle, moving all the way from Texas to Dodge City. But looks can be deceiving, even in the best of times. Especially in the best of times. They may look peaceful, but just about anything can set them off. Rattlesnakes, rustlers, bloodthirsty engines.
Cut!
I say something wrong?
I thought we were losing that engines line.
Gee, Sid, when did you become so PC?
It's not PC, it's stupid. It's not even historically accurate. I mean, by the late 1880s, there were hardly any
indigenous cattle rustlers of color.
Native Americans in this part of the country.
Oh, cry me the Rio Grande, bro.
Let's just stick to rattlesnakes and rustlers, okay? Rance McGrew, trail boss, pilot, scene 1, take 2.
Takes a man's man to do a job like that. I can say man's man, right? Ain't that more than offend? Maybe I should add that my trail boss pronouns are a little bogus.
Screw you, Rance.
Anytime, anywhere. Yeah, it takes someone like me to do a job like that. My name's Rance McGrew, trail boss. Not to mention my wonder pony, Tarzan.
Cut! Rance, will you please be serious?
Oh, I am always serious, but hey, look, have you read this stuff? I mean, Jesus, who wrote this?
It's an old story. The intrepid trail boss driving his cattle to market. Because what would life be without a good steak? And so a certain romance was born. A tale of men fighting the elements and each other, just so we can all say,
Beef! It's what's for dinner!
presented for your approval, one Rance McGrew, a one-hit wonder desperately trying to revive his career. Consider him well, for he is about to discover that this particular pilot is being written and performed on location in a little place we like to call the Twilight Zone.
Look, I know it's all on spec. I wish we had an offer on the table. True Grit, the Western Channel, Home and Garden, hell, BYU.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, Brigham Young, that is the bottom of the barrel. God, to think, I used to be somebody. Dun dun, Rance McGrew, secret agent. Man, that was a show. We even had the action figures, right? You know, we had me, Elka, Igor, the butcher. But you can still get those on eBay.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I guess there's no point in living in the past. What am I saying? There's every point in living in the past. Oh man, the past was good. The past was great. Yeah, all right. I guess we better do what we can to polish this road apple.
Yes. Although I have to say, I mean, quality issues aside, I do wonder if we're perpetuating stereotypes. You know, like cattle drives were a good thing, like destroying the environment's romantic.
If you got money
It's my agent. Better take this. Wonder what she wants. What? I can't get a signal to save my life. Where are we again?
Huh? Oh, well, let's just say somewhere along the old Chisholm Trail.
Yeah, how did you find this place anyway?
All right, don't laugh. I saw it in a dream. I'd been location scouting. Nothing seemed right. And then, one night, I crawled into my bug-infested nightmare of a hellhole.
Yeah, otherwise known as a Super 8 motel.
And fell into an uneasy sleep.
And let me guess, as you fell asleep, the bed bugs were chowing down. You had a vision.
Yes. I dreamt of a place filled with legends, ghosts, bloodshed, and cruelty, where hunted animals tried to escape and were always failing. And all through my dream, I heard thunder and saw shafts of lightning blazing across the sky. Then the next day, I climbed behind the wheel of my rented Hyundai Haiku and drove deep into the desert. But I wasn't lost. It's like I was being guided here.
No, I can't say I like the sound of that.
That's like the thunder I heard in my dream.
All right, now you're starting to spook.
And there was a voice guiding me. A familiar voice. Like one from the old westerns I used to watch on DVDs in my room as a kid. A whiskey baritone. Equal parts sawdust, ginseng weed, and saffron.
Yeah, Stella. Stella, what? You're coming here. You're coming to talk. Stella. Stella. Stella!
Wonder what she wants.
Nothing good, that's for sure. Probably a big kiss-off.
What, you mean, fire you?
Oh, nobody fires anybody anymore. She's going to give me space to explore other opportunities.
You never know. I mean, maybe it's good news.
Still, gotta give her credit though. She is coming to say it to my face. And then again, she is a junior partner and doesn't really know how the game is played.
Okay, that was close. Look, listen, don't panic. Stay calm. All right? And let's get the shot. Rance McGrew, trail boss, pilot, scene 1, take 3.
Seems like I always wanted to be a cowboy, riding underneath the open sky, breathing in that fresh air. Maybe not so fresh, riding at the back of the herd. Still, I wouldn't change this way of I wouldn't change this way of life for anything.
Wake up, cowboy. You ain't dead yet.
Sid, what the? Hey, you're not Sid.
I'm not.
I don't believe I know you, friend. You look like an actor. Stand-in, I'm guessing. Same costume, but we can't afford any stand-ins.
Yeah, you're right. It's a costume, that's a fact. I ain't no real cowboy. No more than you.
Now that I'm looking at you, you do seem kind of familiar in a grainy, black and white sort of way. Like from a TV show. But I can't quite put my finger on it.
Maybe this'll stir some memories.
Rolling, 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 though the sounds are slow,
They don't write anything like that anymore.
Wait, does this mean you're Gil Favor, the original trail boss from the original Rawhide show?
I'm what's left of them.
Wait, but that was the character in the show. Like an actor named,
Eric Fleming.
Rance McGrew. Whoa, caramba, you are freezing.
Death will do that to you.
Mr. Fleming, it certainly is a treat to meet you in a bizarre, freakish, and totally terrifying way. I'm a real big fan of your work and the show. Not that I've seen every episode, mostly clips on YouTube, but hey, Eric, can I call you Eric? Can I ask you a question?
Let me guess. Why am I here? What does my presence say about the possibility of eternal life? Does my wasted appearance suggest that there is a divine punishment for our actions on earth? Anything like that?
Actually, I wanted to know what it was like to work with a young Clint Eastwood.
That's what you want to talk about?
Well, I am from Hollywood.
Okay. Nice enough fella, easy to work with, kind of greedy.
Yeah, but did you know he was going to be a big star? Because you see, I've got this theory, yeah, that some people are blessed at birth, and it shows. And there's not much you can do about it either. I mean, you're either Brad Pitt, George Clooney, or otherwise you're like me.
Yeah, well, I had no idea he'd be a big star, and neither did he. We're just young actors trying to make a living.
Yeah, but did all of his success make you jealous?
Well, because he ended up a megastar and I ended up a waterlogged corpse. The thing is, when they canceled Rawhide, Clint and I went our separate ways. He went to Europe to make spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, where did you go?
To Peru to make action-adventure flicks. High Jungle. Ever hear of him?
No.
Don't worry, no one else has either.
Well, what happened to you in Peru?
Drowned. Slipped off a boat and drowned shooting some stupid scene. Can I give you a word of advice, career-wise?
Sure.
If they ever offer you a low-budget movie set on the Amazon River, filled with dangerous stunts and without any actual stuntmen, I'd suggest you turn it down. Especially if they ask, how well do you swim? All right, now, any other questions before we get down to the business at hand?
Yeah, maybe you can tell me why lately it feels like I'm in a puppet show and someone else is, pulling the strings.
Oh, it's all been part of the plan. My plan. Right down to planting the idea in your director's mind about coming to this place. That's one of the few good things about being dead. You get to mess with people's heads, not to mention their sleep patterns.
All right. Let's say I believe you. Let's say you got me here. What do you want? I mean, why come all the way down from heaven just to talk to me?
Who said anything about coming down? More like moving up.
Ooh. Does that mean that you're in the bad place?
Oh, if you mean hell, no, not exactly. Let's just say I'm on a drive, an infinitely long one, which means all the things I'm missing.
Good news, love, and kissing.
And eternal salvation. Are waiting at the end of my purgatorial ride.
But what does that have to do with me?
It's true what they say about there being a life review just before you kick the bucket. And as I spun in that Amazonian whirlpool, I didn't see past events of my life so much as scenes from all the crappy movies I've done. Queen of Outer Space with Zsa Zsa Gabor. Now, as legacies go, that's embarrassing. But as the rushing water slowed down. Everything got quiet. Peaceful. And I heard a beautiful voice. The most beautiful voice in the world. In this one or the next.
Eric Fleming?
Yes, I'm Eric.
Do you know who I am? What I am?
Well, seeing that you're rather transparent, I'm hoping you're some kind of angel?
Not an angel. More like a guide. To help you understand what comes next.
Like, that is to say, do I, get to go to heaven?
No.
That was quick. Sure you don't want to think about it some?
We always like to give the benefit of the doubt, but your case is problematic.
How so?
As in, what was your legacy as a man and an actor?
Providing 60 minutes of action every Friday night on CBS for 7 years. Lincoln shows that espouse solid American values. Hard work, playing fair, making fun of Wishbone's cooking. What's problematic about that?
That is the question, dear soul. What indeed?
Can't you tell me?
No. But don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to figure it out.
Gosh. Gil, Eric, how long have you been wandering?
The fur piece, as they used to say. And all the while I've been brooding about what I did, what I stood for, and what's being done. Right now, all over the West, just more and more cattle everywhere. You know, and then more and more land being stripped bare. You know, when we did Rawhide, the land was just filled with life. You can't imagine all the animals we'd see. Stallions, wild horses, and mares, and ponies just finding their legs and learning to run. Now, all those herds are just about gone. Which brings us to the present hour, and a call for action. Cuz, you hear that?
Yeah, choppers. Low, real low. Where do they come from? What are they doing here?
They're from the Bureau of Land Management, practicing.
Well, practicing for what?
There's a herd, about 150 horses near here. The fat cats who run the beef industry and the politicians they buy and sell think that's 150 too many. So they're bringing in the choppers to round them up and head them out. Seems they're not healthy for the landscape.
Well, yeah, but if they're not healthy, isn't it better that they move them?
If you call a slaughterhouse in Mexico better, yeah, sure.
A slaughterhouse.
This is how it works. First, they bring in the choppers. They chase the herds out of the canyons towards the trucks. They make them turn in smaller and smaller circles just to wear them out. The young colts are the first to collapse. They fall, get up, fall again until their legs are covered in blood. The mares are the next to lose heart. Because what's the point of living without you fools? Now the stallions, they could escape. They're strong, tough, so they make a break for it. But then they look back, see what they're leaving behind. And they go back and let themselves be led into the trucks.
Do they all end up in the slaughterhouse?
A few are sold at dude ranches and rodeos at auction. But the majority of them end up in a burrito, or as fertilizer, or dog food, or glue. And then the land that couldn't ecologically sustain 100 horses will be covered in good money-making beef cattle given to us by God in heaven, so America can have its happy meals. Remember that, friend. Your happy meal is the misery of another.
All right, that's horrible.
But what does it have to do with me? You're an actor, a big star. At least you used to be. I mean, you got fans. Most important, you're here, right now. And your camera guys, right here too. Make a movie.
Make a movie.
Yeah, a real movie. About what's being done to the horses right here, right now.
I don't know. I'm an actor. I like to please people. I don't want to offend.
There's only one being you need to worry about offending, Rance. And it isn't a network executive or a critic or somebody posted on X.
All right, who is this all-powerful being?
Look into the sun and you'll see her. Her names are myriad, her forms are infinite. Some call her Great Spirit. Some call her Earth Mother. You can feel her in every breath of wind, in every leaf that falls, in every wild horse that runs wild and free. Look. Look, Rance. Can you see her? Feel her presence.
I'm trying, Eric. I'm looking, but, I don't know.
Rance, please wake up. Please. Rance, say something. All right. Desperate times. All right. Yes! You're alive! Here, have another.
Whoa, Sid, what happened? I feel like my circuits have been fried.
Talk about scary. 1 minute you're overacting, and the next minute.
Hey, I never overact.
It's like your hair was on fire. And then the next minute you're just lying on the ground, twitching. And here's the freaky part. It's like you were talking to somebody.
Did you see him? A cowboy. He was dressed just like me.
No, only you, Rance.
Can I smell that fire water?
I say let's hightail it back to the Super 8. We'll turn on all the lights, we'll let the cockroaches retreat into the woodwork, and we'll call it a night. We'll come back first thing in the morning and start on your monologue. Sound like a plan?
To hell with the monologue.
What?
Let's film something that matters.
Rance, you okay?
Yeah, I've heard that certain people are coming in to round up what's left of the wild horses. I say, let's be here when they do. Film it. The colts, the little mares, the ponies that run until they break their neck. Let's film it all.
Wait a minute, you're being serious. You're not pulling my leg.
Serious as death.
Let's do it! All right.
Whoa, yeah, but first I guess I need some sleep.
Rance?
I'm cold. Yeah, I'm real cold. Whoa.
Well, how about this? Brokeback Mountain, the next generation. Up and at 'em, rise and shine, buckaroos. Whatever it is to say, south of the moon and west of the Pecos.
What? Who are you?
Stella Park, Rance's agent. And you must be Sid?
Oh, yes. I'm the director of this production. Also the DP, lighting guy, caterer.
How nice for you. What happened to Rance?
Well, we were shooting the opening scene for his monologue, and then a storm came up fast, and he got hit by lightning hard. Kill him though, just sort of altered
Altered how?
his philosophical perspective. New vision for the show. Less emphasis on killing engines, more about brainstorming alternatives to animal-based protein.
See. Huh. This is what sleep looks like. Fascinating. I must try it sometime.
I cuddled up to keep him warm. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Where are we, anyways?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere.
Funny, it looks like the dark side of the moon, but I'm feeling odd sensations of happiness.
Huh?
Don't laugh, but it reminds me of my childhood. That is to say, the idyllic part.
Dylan.
You know, summer vacations. My grandparents came to South Dakota from Korea after the celebrated police action.
Police action.
AKA the Korean War.
Oh, that one. I always forget about that one. There's so many wars.
Land was cheap out west, so they came. And then they found out why. Nothing but desert heat and fights over water rights. This is where you say, but did they let that stop them?
Oh, but did they let that stop them?
Are you kidding? They did anything to make money. Did laundry, mucked horse stalls, finally opened up a grocery store. Soda pop, beer, and cigarettes. Threw out enough cash so they could start a little bank. Started loaning money to the same people who told them to go back to where they came from. But they didn't care. They made enough money to send my dad to UCLA, and then that's where he met my mom. And then they both hopped on the American dream treadmill.
And had a child. A daughter.
Every summer, we pile into the red Dodge Dart and go visit the old folks. I spend my days riding horses and laying on my back, looking up at the Milky Way at night. And shooting. Lots of shooting. That was my favorite part. Just picturing the faces of my asshole bullies, just on a tomato soup can and pulling the trigger.
Well, that got dark.
It was heaven.
In a uniquely American way.
It was heaven. A break from being the model minority at Diamond Bar High. And then off to USC. My dad wouldn't pay for film school, but entertainment law was close enough to being a lawyer for him and to showbiz for me. And here I am. Kind of full circle-ish when you think about it.
Maybe we should wake up Rance. You two need to talk. Rance! Rance, wake up! You got company!
I just said here. Whoa, Stella!
Sid, will you give us a little time?
Oh,
I need to talk to my client.
sure. I need to pack up anyway. We're changing locations tomorrow. Wild horses scene. Right, Rance?
Yeah, yes, the wild horses scenes tomorrow.
Right.
Well, you look good for a guy who just got hit by lightning.
Oh, just skip the small talk and do what you came here to do.
And what is that?
First, you're going to explain how the episode's been canceled because the money men pulled out. And I do mean men. Their pronouns are me, mine, asshole. Then you're going to explain how I have space to explore other opportunities. And then we're going to exchange air kisses, mwah, mwah, and I call it a career. That about cover it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't cover it at all.
What do you mean?
I'm not here to fire you, Rance. I'm here to talk other opportunities.
I have an opportunity.
Okay, all packed up and ready to go. What do you say we,
Actually, Sid, I need a couple more minutes.
Oh, sure. I'll be in the car. Wait.
Nice guy. Too bad.
Too bad.
He's the one getting the other opportunities chat, Rance, not you. Here's the headline. My days of being the Pete's girl and your days of working with guys like Sid are over.
Pete's girl?
You know, the one who went to USC just to fucking get coffee for ingrates who bitch and moan when you get them almond milk instead of oat milk for their flat whites. Which, by the way, is just a latte from New Zealand. Just order a latte with less foam. Those days are over. Thanks to you.
To me.
The gods of showbiz have smiled on us. The gods of product placement, to be precise.
Meaning?
Meaning, I was talking to one of the guys down at my agency. He handles the Beef and Dairy Council's account.
So what does this have to do with me?
He was telling me, very confidential hush-hush, they're looking for a new show to sponsor. One that portrays the beef industry in a fair light, a positive light, a visionary light. The kind of light that shines on America from sea to carnivorous sea. And I said, funny you should mention it. I've got a project with Rance McGrew. Kind of a rawhide. he even talked about taking next steps.
I have a next step.
He wants to meet you, take you out to dinner. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, of course. No vegan tofu sissy crap for this guy. Just good old-fashioned American red meat.
I can't believe it. I have a next step.
And he wants to bring in his clients from the beef and dairy councils. You're gonna brainstorm, test the water, drink Boilermakers, whatever the fuck those are. It sounds like a manly man drink. He's very confident they'll love the idea just as much as he does, especially once they meet you and discover what an all-American, straight-shooting guy you are.
Yeah, that's me, all right. Red-blooded, all-American, straight. Straight shooting.
Of course, we'll have to scrap all your current footage.
Oh, no, what? The stuff that Sid already shot?
Yeah, we'll bring in a new staff, make a fresh start, a clean break.
Clean break?
We'll drop your current production team. Oh, one of them. This is good. We'll bring in professionals, the ones with the proper skill sets and the right worldview, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Then it's a done deal.
Just one question.
Why does there always have to be one of those?
Yeah, you see, when I got struck by lightning, I started to think that there were some aspects of the show that are a bit problematic.
Problematic? What does that mean?
Well, just that. I mean, I was thinking we could update it. More modern, animal-friendly, ecological.
Modern, animal-friendly, ecological.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, maybe. But within the limits. Anything that smells like DEI is going to get us both fired. We could make Red Rod a woman. She can outthink, outshoot, and outride any man, including you. But don't worry, you'd still get paid twice as much.
No, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Okay, well, we could, I always felt like there were homoerotic undertones between the characters Wishbone and his assistant Mushy. That could be explored. Subtly, of course. We don't want to get too far ahead of our audience.
No, I was thinking about something a little more substantial.
Okay. What if we have the occasional special episode?
Oh.
With a message. We can take on cultural issues percolating around the old chuck wagon during those summer nights under the stars, surrounded by cows and methane. Lots of methane. But the main thing is you'll be telling a story, an important story, about how beef built this country, about how beef is this country, and how we can see it jiggle in the waistlines of every American waddling through a Golden Corral or Arby's, and how without it, we'd just be a bunch of sissy Europeans. Instead, we're 6'3", tough as nails, and great in bed. Why the long face? Does the smell of money disturb you?
No, the cattle industry, the environmental impact. And did anybody ever tell you about the wild horses? I mean, the wild ones. What happens to them? I think.
Hello. Hi, Bob. Yes, I'm with the talent now. Rance himself. Oh, yeah, of course, definitely. He wants to talk to you.
Why?
To welcome you aboard. Start the bonding process. All that guy stuff. Here, come on, take it. It's now or never, bro. What's it gonna be? Are you in or are you out?
Hello, Rance McGrew here. Oh, that's very flattering. Yes, I do love a great steak, especially from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Though I don't know what the name means exactly. Right. Oh no, but I do know that it's expensive. Good.
So there you have it. Your happy ending. Rance McGrew riding off into the sunset of his conscience. But maybe we shouldn't judge him too harshly. What is an actor anyway? Especially a cowboy one. What, does he even stand for anything? Or is he just a puppet in a 10-gallon hat? Is he just another worker bee punching the time clock? And a little doggy out on the lone prairie where the coyotes howl in protest and the winds never blow free. All in this little patch of the Old West we like to call the Twilight Zone.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Man, I should write a whole script and I just don't have any ideas.
Hey, what's going on? Having trouble?
My producer wants me to write a script in 3 weeks and I don't know what to do. I just don't feel,
Motivated?
yeah. I just don't know why I can't come up with anything.
I think I can help you with that. Try this.
Whoa, whoa! Where are my pants? What? What's this?
All you need to know is it's going to help you get those juices flowing.
Okay, really?
Yeah, fucking take it already. People are waiting for the next episode.
Okay, all right, okay. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling something.
Yeah, that tingling feeling means it's working. So, how's it going?
Well, I finished it. I finished it.
Procrastination. You can't stress about time if you don't have any. All of your creative juices go right into the product. No middleman.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, thanks. Disembodied voice that may or may not be in my head.
Procrastination. Some side effects may include spotless kitchen, folded laundry, missing deadlines, binging your favorite television shows, anal leakage, TikTok doom scrolling, Instagram FOMO, imposter syndrome, high blood pressure, anal leakage.
Wait, what? Where?
Procrastination. You'll get it done, eventually, by